What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Trends. Been meaning to do a video here about anything really crypto related, and I'm really motivated. I'm really motivated about a particular cryptocurrency right now, and that is Monetha. Nobody's really put it into this perspective that I'm about to explain here, which is Monetha versus eBay. Which is really what it boils down to me. When you look at Monetha, we're looking at another eBay here, basically, in a way. It's a payment system for e-commerce, purchasing goods and services. A lot of times I look at coins and I'm a little bit, I don't really like to look at coins that the feature is about like the product on the side. But Monetha is a little bit different, and I'll explain that. Granted, it is an ERC20 token. It is built on the Ethereum blockchain. You can call that a positive or negative, however you want. I mean, even if you look at it as Ethereum has not been the fastest blockchain as of late, not necessarily, and everybody refers to CryptoKitties. I get it. However, that said, Ethereum is also working on scalability with things like Casper and what else we heard of, Raiden network. Okay, but let's look at Monetha here. I want to go to the website. We'll talk about the price in a little bit. I want to talk about their service and what they bring to the table. And let me just also preface that the reason I distinguish Monetha as a little bit different than, how do I say this? Like one of my pet peeves with coins is the feature not being the coin itself. In this case, it's not the coin itself because it's built on the Ethereum blockchain, right? However, you're not missing out by being part of the coin, because the coin itself also has smart contracts that are doing the e-commerce. That's kind of a big deal with Monetha. You cannot like leave that aspect out of it. That would be ignorant. And then also let me go. I'll just pull it up here if I could find it. It's probably in their white paper. There's a benefit to being a Monetha token holder. It's kind of a big deal. And then we'll also compare the Monetha to eBay, because I don't see a lot of people making that comparison, but it needs to be addressed. Let's see. We could just search for the rewards, and let's see right here. Well, that's another thing about the payment system. I noticed as you make payments with Monetha, make purchases, they got a reward system. It's like basically you could compare that to Discover Card's cashback bonus awards. You're going to get back 0.2% of your transactions. Loyalty program. In order to encourage a network effect and create an ecosystem for the Monetha token, we are going to introduce a loyalty program for merchants. Oh yeah, that's the same one we were just talking about. Let me see here. Maybe if I search for the 1.5. Here we go. Oh wait. Oh, that's the transaction fee. So let's just remember that right now. We'll get that part out of the way. The fee, 1.5% transaction fee for merchants. Got it. So just keep that number in mind, 1.5%. And there was also another one. I think it was the 0.5. Right here. No? Yes. For this scenario, 1/3 of Monetha's revenue system. Okay, so the revenue system 15. Therefore, we will put 500 MTH. We get 500 MTH voucher when shopping Monetha. In this case, one token holder will be able to spend. Okay, I don't think that's it. Here we go. Business model. Okay, here's about the transaction fee. So we were talking about 1.5% transaction fee. Okay, it's not a large sum at all, and then it goes even further. So we got that 1.5% transaction fee, and that's not a large sum at all. We'll just go ahead and make a comparison to eBay right now. When you make a transaction with eBay, we could see over here that the depending on the item you sell, so if you sell like $1,000 item, it's going to be 8% of the initial $50 plus 5% of the remaining final sale price. That's kind of a big deal. That's huge. Okay, so now over here we're only talking about 1.5%. Of that 1.5%, 0.5 of that will go to a voucher smart contract in a form of I think they meant to type form here, form of MTH for Monetha tokens. Token holders for an ability to use that Monetha's ecosystem. Another 1% will go back to company as revenues. So the token holders are getting 0.5% of every the transaction fees. So all the transaction fees that go across the whole business model, the whole ecosystem of Monetha, come back to the token holders. That's huge. In a way, we're looking at like a proof of stake in a way. So you have a little bit of proof of stake, you have incentive for spending your tokens. This is a big deal. So just in the few things that I mentioned right there, those are features of being a token holder. So my pet peeve about tokens that have like a feature on the side and you can get that feature without being a token holder, this is different. This doesn't fall into that category because of the few things that I mentioned right there. So being a token holder is a big deal. Don't exclude that, obviously. And I'm sure people who don't hold a token will still be able to take advantage of the e-commerce, obviously. But being a token holder has its rewards and benefits. And that's a great thing. Let's see. So comparing to eBay, right? I just can't stand eBay. And if you've ever used eBay, you would, I'm sure you can relate. 8% of the initial $50 plus 5% of the remaining final sale price. The fees are ridiculous, and the fees go on even more because, like, I'm not gonna pull it up right now. Well, let's see. PayPal, eBay fees. Let me see if I can find that, because now you got PayPal involved. They all want their cut. I know because I've used eBay a lot, and it's ridiculous. The 3% that applies not only to the final sale price of the item, but also the shipping charges and any other charges such as sales tax. If you have paid for example, if you sell a $20 item, you get charged $4 for shipping. PayPal fee will be 1.023% of 20. It's ridiculous. They're taking so much money. You're basically losing 10 to 15% of whatever it is you want to sell. That's huge. Let's see, like, I don't know, like, say you wanted to sell like a Cassius Bitcoin for like, I don't know, $20,000, and that would be kind of cheap. And they want to take like, what is it? 10% will be a little bit conservative, whatever. They want to take 10%. Well, there's $2,000 of your investment gone because everybody wants to get. That's not including shipping, insurance, PayPal's cut, eBay's cut. Because on eBay, what do you have for making a transaction? What methods? Do you have cryptocurrency? No. You have PayPal. I don't even care if they're looking at cryptocurrency in the future. Their whole business model is disgusting. Okay, so let's go look at some other things here. I want to bring this up. See. Maybe I could find it in here. It's the reputation or something like that. Reputation. Yeah, there's it. It says 1.1, the trust and reputation problem in global business e-commerce. Trust and reputation problem in global e-commerce. Building trust is difficult, clearly. Right now in eBay, yes, trust is also a big issue. You cannot sell any big ticket items that involve shipping on eBay without a massive risk. Chargebacks, fraud, theft. They could take your product, they could destroy it. If the buyer on eBay could buy your product, receive it, damage the goods and open up a case, send back the product, they would win the case. The buyer would win all the time. And when the buyer opens up this case, eBay and PayPal, they don't give you a choice. You could fight the case and they will just take your money back. They will put your money on hold in the PayPal account. Because I've been through this. It's happened to me. They will take your money, they will put it on hold. You cannot withdraw your money. It's locked up. And even if you happen to have withdrawn your money beforehand, you will become a victim of what do you call that? They're going to hunt you down. You're going to be on their hit list. They're going to hunt you down. They'll close your account. They'll send you. You'll be on their, what is that? They're going to send the companies after you to get the money back. Like, they don't stop. They have a huge collections agency. So it's almost criminal in a way. It always works in favor of the buyer who damaged the product or stole your goods, whatever the case may be. And it's garbage. So trust and reputation are extremely important. Participants of today's 61% of customers read online reviews. Yes, reviews. What we're getting at here is they have, let's see if I can find it. It's on their main web page here a little bit. Well, here you can see it right here. For sellers, build transferable, independent, universal, and transparent reputation. Boost commerce, trust, and be trusted globally. Yes, I get it. eBay has some kind of a reputation system, but it's kind of broken in a way. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't prefer it. Could Monetha do it better? Who knows? We'll see. Nonetheless, there needs to be a reputation system in place for buyers. No more uncertainty while purchasing. Know more about the seller with buy and trust globally. Rate your experience. So if you have a reputation, you have ratings, and your reputation can be damaged based on your history, people have an incentive to do good things in this e-commerce model. Okay, so what other competition does Monetha have? They have what? BitBay, yes, but BitBay has a program in place. It's just, and I like BitBay, don't get me wrong, but from my experience with BitBay, they don't have a solid working product yet. And the product that they do have is it feels like you're on Cryptopia's market or something like that. There isn't very much of a reputation system, if any. So Monetha is taking this to a really big level, and let's go see one other thing here. Monetha. Something else I noticed that kind of retail. Develop and introduce a decentralized payment, trust, reputation system for retail merchants. Monetha team. So maybe this is a little bit of a later project to fully launch. But we also have some things to take into consideration. These guys are the first. How do I say this? They're leading the cryptocurrency e-commerce exchange, in my opinion. If there's another one that you guys know of that's as established as these guys are, please share in the comments below. The team is kind of a big team, really well put together. They got a nice description of the team here. There was something in here. Oh. Major name in payments industry, a former executive at PayPal. That's crazy. General manager of mobile at PayPal. He played an instrumental role in establishing PayPal as a player in mobile payments. That's a big deal. Now we got PayPal involved in this. This is so cool. Yeah, I'm just skimming across this stuff here. A gigantic experience as Vice President Development of Adform, a global digital advertising company. Cool. 300 plus team of engineers. Great. He's got a lot of experience. Okay, this is the guy we see on the videos all the time. Justus, a Lithuanian entrepreneur who's previously founded successful companies, and in IT robotics. He was awarded a government scholarship for his education. Great. He's well spoken, and all his videos are really elegant. I think he's a good spokesperson for this company. Cool. So, pretty big team. They got an advisory team as well. Deeply involved in payments. So it's just looking at their team, right? It looks like they're right here, road to success. Yes, that's how I wanted to say it. They're set up for success, and it's great. Now, lastly, let's talk about the price here. Let's talk about current price, current standings. If you look at this company, so not financial advice, right? Just my opinion on everything here, everything we talked about, just my opinion. But if you look at the company, oh my gosh, it's like, I feel like we're looking at a minimum billion-dollar company, minimum. And I'm sure they've got billions of dollars worth of assets sitting around between their team alone. This chart here has only been built out since like September. You know, they've been on the market since September, and now they're on KuCoin and Binance. I don't know much about OKX, but KuCoin and Binance are huge exchanges, and they currently have about 5 million volume on Binance. So if we look at this chart here, and let's see, 50 cents. So 50 cents, still a friggin' steal. I mean, you're going to hear people tell you, oh, this is going to be like a 100x coin or a 10x, you know. Okay, fine, whatever. Maybe it will be more than likely, right? I mean, it definitely bigger than where it's at. It's definitely got potential to grow a lot further than from where it's at. It's only trading at 50 cents. And it has a market cap of 100 million, rank 204. Based on everything we've seen so far, this coin, in my opinion, not financial advice, it has so much potential to grow. So much potential to grow. The co-founder was just talking about proof of work, proof of stake. And I think he mentions the ultimate battle because Ethereum is built on proof of work type model. It's currently trying to switch over to proof of stake, which will be great for the Ethereum community, especially considering Monetha is part of the Ethereum Alliance. But anyway, sitting at a market cap of 100 million is very measly sum, especially for a project like this. So that's my spiel. That's my talk on Monetha, and I'm glad I got that eBay comparison out there because I don't think anybody else is talking about that. And I don't know about you guys, but when I look at Monetha, the first thing that comes to mind is really a solution to the eBay problem, the whole e-commerce problem. We don't have a viable, trustable way of doing e-commerce right now, and so this is a much needed thing in our time right now. Hopefully everything goes smooth, and I think that the team has a lot of big players that can make this happen. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please post your comments below, subscribe, like it if you liked it, and have a great day. Take care.